Hi, I'm Streaky from Streaky.com, and today I'm talking to you, pro audio engineer, it's about time you got yourself an assistant. So, hi, I'm Streaky. If you don't come here very often, I'm a mastering engineer for the past 25 years, working with super high-end and super low-end and everybody in between. So I'm here today to talk to other pro engineers who are like myself, and because I've been in the industry for a period of time, I've seen some changes happen, and I think this should be really relevant to pro audio engineers. So I think the thing is now that there's no big studios left. There is a handful of studios, but most engineers, producers, mixers that I know are working in a smaller environment where they're either working on their own, or there's a couple of them working together, or there's a building where there's a few in, but they're all kind of insular, all working, just getting on with their stuff. Now, I think what you need to realise, and I think that it's your duty as a pro engineer, is that when you started, there was a lot of chance of you getting into a studio to assist, to tape op, or just to hang out, clean up, whatever you needed to do. And so you had the opportunity of working with engineers, hearing the stories, finding out, just hanging out with people who are doing it as a profession, for you to understand whether that's what you wanted to do, or whether, it wasn't what you wanted to do and you thought, you were kidding yourself. But I think it's like we all had a great opportunity there to get in and be an assistant. I think the benefits of having an assistant are major, but a lot of these assistants are just going to university now or college, and they're kind of learning from people who aren't working in the industry, so they're kind of not getting these stories. All these stories are dying, all these different techniques, all these ways that, all the best way that I've learned is through time of just, okay, this is how he does it, that's how he does it, watching people, looking at their settings, just learning, talking to other engineers, just hanging out in studios, just getting that vibe, just soaking up like a sponge all that information. Now, that information when they're at university is just going to be very kind of sectioned off into a curricula that's, telling them a lot of old school ways of working and a lot of things, which is okay, but not everyone's mixing on big mixing desks anymore. People are working in a different way. And so as an engineer myself, I love having an assistant to be able to pass that information on. It makes me look at what I'm doing. It makes me think, okay, well, is that right? Is that wrong? Is there a shortcut for doing this that I wouldn't see because I'm stuck in my ways? It's just good to have someone to bounce off. It's good to have, a work colleague to talk to. I think a lot of times when you're in a studio on your own, you think, yeah, this is great and I can do everything myself, but you don't realise until you have an assistant how much pressure that takes off of you to be able to then do what you're good at and then offload a lot of the stuff that, seems to you that is quite basic, but in the real world, it's what you need to learn when you're starting because you're coming from a blank sheet. So I think it's like our duty as professional engineers to employ or intern or, give work experience to younger people coming through to try and, keep the music industry going, keep the engineering going, give them the thoughts and the processes of before. Okay, the equipment changes. It's changed totally from when I started mastering. But that's fine because I can still reference back to that and then explain how I've come to where I am now and why I do that, and that EQ settings from there and that compressors from there. So it's really important for you to give someone that opportunity and sort of pay back what you were given in the first place. If it's a matter of money and you think to yourself, oh, it's going to cost me a fortune to get an engineer, why not get somebody that, just wants to come along and hang out? There's plenty of kids like that want to do that, just want to learn, just want to soak it up. They've got other things going on in their lives anyway, but they just want to learn and hang out in a professional studio to understand what goes on, why, and if that's something that they want to pursue. And, you're getting something out of it, they're getting something out of it, so it's a win-win really. So what I'm suggesting is you go to somewhere like Music Gateway, post jobs up there. If you haven't got an assistant, get one in, try it out. If it's not working out, get rid of them. But usually it's more of a personality thing. So go on Music Gateway, get them to send you a video of themselves talking to their phone, just so you can get an idea of their personality before you have to spend any time interviewing loads of people. If you like them, get them over, try them out for a week or so, and then you'll soon get a vibe of whether they're kind of into what you're doing and if they're going to help you out. So I think this is just more a shout to people, because I see that the industry as a whole, as studios are going and everybody is kind of becoming on their own and, you know, in their own little home studios or in the shed at the garden or wherever you're working in a professional environment, just have a work colleague. It's just a good thing for you to do. And that helps you grow as a person. It helps you think about what you're doing and gets your productivity will skyrocket because you're not doing all of the nonsense that you don't need to be doing. So yeah, rant over, get yourself on Music Gateway or onto another forum or speak to a university, you know, and basically just get yourself an assistant. You need it today. If you want me to master for you, there is a code below to get a discount if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.